Back in October, the Texans lost their first game against the Black Knights. Can London finish the sweep? Find out next on Madden NFL 22.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And we are underway here in London. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Texans offense going to go to work, and it is Deshaun Watson at quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
And no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. There again is Cooks, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
A look at the numbers last week for Edwards. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him and feeding him. And next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for the first. Going to have a Texans spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Watson's throw complete there to Moore. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Now a handoff. Edwards. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The numbers a week ago for Shenault. 6 catches, 120 yards, and a touchdown.
It certainly seems like he gets a touchdown each week, doesn't it? Here we are in the final month of the season. He's the NFL leader in touchdown catches.
He has been an absolute machine. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. To Shenault on the slant. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. 2nd quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. This offense, Charles, well, we've talked about how well they played all season. Sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Last 6 wins were 1-possession games, and they played like a team. Protect something instead of chasing something, and that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe, but that's much easier said than done.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they've...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Laviska Shenault. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Black Knights are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Cooks on the quick slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Watson checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, Watson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something.
Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. K'Lavon Chaisson in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 4th down, off goes Watson. On comes Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. The Lions locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Green Bay to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau. And they've got the lead at halftime over the visiting Carolina Panthers. The Packers trying to hold on and claim victory. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And right now they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for our home team, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Here's Carter now on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Now Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Houston. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Edwards. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Once more, Edwards. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Now Watson on third and goal. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw again. There's another one complete to Chenault. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Here's a give to Etienne. Shedding through the defense. And able to work his way down to the 16. Welcome back now here in London. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. 2nd and 3. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Touchdown! It's caught at the 1. LaVisca Chenault with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Black Knights are able to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, Edwards. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. Airing it out deep for Smith. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A huge play there for Houston. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. K'Lavon Chaisson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
A swing pass here to Edwards. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. from the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Caleb Chason in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Watson. In trouble, and he's taken down. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Now Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the home team here, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.